just became a Secret Service agent, or he
Did
was
Guy
about to be.
Fieri legally change the United States name to Flavortown?
No, but like the thing, it's like opening. Macaulay Culkin walks in and he's like, "Mr. President, I really thank you for this opportunity." And then his Guy Fieri, completely covered in barbecue sauce,
Head to
and
toe?
nobody,
No,
yeah,
just the fingers are bare. Everything
yeah,
except for the fingers are covered in barbecue sauce.
and nobody acknowledges it. The entire time, he just becomes more and more covered in barbecue sauce
Dude, that's a
as
good
it goes
idea.
down. But
Until he ends up becoming a vat of barbecue
yeah,
sauce in himself.
and then terrorists come, and we say, what if we, like, in one of them it was just like a private military, so private military storms in, and then Macaulay Culkin's like, guys, I have an idea, and then it shows the entirety of Home Alone 1 as a flashback, and then it cuts back.
What the fuck?
Like
What
no
goes on in your
cuts.
fucking head?
Like no
Dude.
cuts, just straight through.
Magic is happening in this head right now, but it cuts back, and they're like, yeah, and then the movie ends,
Dude, you need to
and
sell
then the
this script.
sequel comes out.
But the cutback, was it the full movie? No
Yeah.
cuts?
Yeah,
The
in
entire movie. The entire movie from beginning to end. And we might add Macaulay Culkin narrations in there. You know, like as like a once before Christmas kind of thing, so he only kind of speaks in the beginning.
Should it be on a TV above a fireplace?
No, but it has like the weird like flashback filter or dramatization filter that they use for the ID channel. So it's harsh shadows and like just dark blue.
What if it's like a
Everything dark blue.
what if it's like a That's So Raven flashback?
That's a good transition, yeah.
It zooms into Macaulay Culkin's eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the famous music starts playing, and then it's just the entirety of Home. And then the sequel is when they do all of it. But halfway through, Home Alone 2 plays.
No. The
'Cause he's like,
sequel
"Oh,
the
this
sequel
reminds me
should
of the time."
start with Home Alone 2.
No. It has to be added in at story context because it all needs to be flashbacks. But I want these movies to be like 3 hours long each. And then
There should be
the
heavy
third movie-
foreshadowing edited into the Home Alone movies.
yeah,
To the White House falling.
and then we got hold on, the third installment at the climax, and he's like, "This reminds me of the time when I was lost in New York," and he stares at the camera, and then Home Alone Lost in New York starts playing.
Dude, who do we talk to about a development deal for you two? That was fucking gold.
I say I need to tweet him Macaulay Culkin a whole bunch because obviously he holds sole ownership of the Home Alone series, and I'm never gonna research who actually owns it. Probably Universal, actually.
No, you're right
Universal
the first time.
probably owns it. Yeah, it's just Macaulay Culkin owns everything. That's how he's so rich. Then I think we just started GoFundMe and like a petition because everybody looks at those petition websites. We should try to get a petition to make the new.
What are we gonna call it?
It's gonna be Olympus Has Fallen, but it's all gonna be in like I need an example. Do you guys know any Larry the Cable Guy movie?
No.
I've never seen like anything other than Cars.
You got. I'm a big Larry head. What's his name? I forget
You're
his
Larry
name.
pilled?
Isn't it Larry? I thought his name
no,
was
it's
like
not.
Larry.
No, his name's not Larry. It's a completely different name.
Yeah, no, he's a normal
Jim?
guy in real life.
Yeah, he's just a regular dude. He's not even like that southern, except from being from like Florida. Yeah, he's from Florida, I think, or North Carolina. I forget the two.
He had his own line of beer bread.
That's
Beer
honestly
bread?
kind of sick.
Yeah, I tried it. It was just like a mix.
Was it good?
No.
Ah.
It was pretty bad.
Lawrence Daniel Whitney is Larry the Cable Guy's name.
Lawrence Daniel Whitney.
Yeah, do you know the history of Larry the Cable Guy?
Not at all.
LD Dubs.
Yeah, he was on a radio show, and he was just like one of those calling guys that was like a freak, but they just started paying him to call in a whole bunch of times. He did like the
Really?
Larry Cable Guy. Yeah, he was essentially just a voice actor. Because
Wow.
he would call him. I think it was at first like he was like just fucking around with the cable station, but like it made ratings go up, so they started paying him to like call in every once in a while or have like a staged call in as like Larry the Cable Guy. And I think he had a couple other characters, but that was the one that stuck.
That's like the original reply guy. Someone who just calls into radio
Yeah.
stations a lot.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, some of those radio call-ins are crazy, and I wish more of them were real.
I
Yeah,
listen
most of
to a lot of talk show radio, so I hear a lot of phone calls.
Talk show radio is so good. The one in Tampa, the one that like everybody loves, the Bone.
Oh, Mike Calta in the morning,
Mike
dude.
Calta in the morning, yeah.
I listen
That
to
one's
him
fire.
every way to work. And then on the way home, it's Drew Garabo live with John
Yeah.
Senning. And we listen to John's Joints.
Maybe we should
I am
pivot
Mike
and do
Calta
that
build.
instead.
Huh?
Do a radio show?
Yeah, fuck the podcast.
I would like to have, like, call-ins. That would be kind of fun.
We need to do like a live streamed event. Like once we get enough people that'll like actively watch us and have like call-ins and stuff, get like a Google line set up. We could do the Palace fixes your problems with the Problem Palace.
I like the Problem Palace.
That's our That's our advice show.
The Problem
Dude, we could
Everybody
fuck up
writes
a lot
in.
of lives. It sounds good.
Yeah, dude. No, I think I give great advice. As somebody who like doesn't go outside and commits every sort of worst life choice you can do, I think I'm
mean-
a great fit.
You need that to balance it out, though.
Yeah, I need to give people advice. I love those kind of people. The ones that are like you can tell they're not going anywhere, but like if you meet them in public, they like try to give you life advice, and it's like, no man, I'm sorry, I do not want to talk to you at all.
That's always like a old head coworker.
Yeah,
It's like you
It's always
crashed
a-
out. We're in the same spot, and you're telling me what
Yeah.
to do. Really?
Yeah.
And it's always a blank segue to it. Like, you're definitely not talking about it, and then he just brings it on himself
Yep.
to let you
Yeah.
know how to do,
Yep.
like, life.
any
Here's
like
what you
guy
gotta be
that's
doing.
like
Yeah.
25 and above that's not it, that's working fast food places or like a car wash.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
they're
Dude.
not like the owner.
I feel like a car wash guy is really liable.
Car wash
to
guys are
offer
awesome.
advice.
Yeah.
I used to go to a car wash every week, like two times a week, because I paid like $60 a month for unlimited washes.
Oh, there you
I
go.
would get my truck vacuumed. They would vacuum it for you and like wipe down the inside and all that shit. It was pretty sweet.
Is this in Florida or Jersey?
Jersey.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty sweet. Bunch of good guys.
You guys have people that pump the gas there.
Yeah.
That's weird.
The first
I
time
wouldn't
mind that.
the second year I visited Florida, I was using my mom's Ford Taurus, and I stopped at a racetrack, and I sat there for a good like 5-10 minutes,
Waiting for
and
the
I was
fucking
like,
pump attendant
I was
to
like,
come
dude,
out?
the fucking service sucks. And I look around and everyone's fucking pumping their gas, and I said, oh fuck, that's right, I'm in Florida.
I remember
'cause-
one of the first times I went to New York that I could like cognitively remember. So I was like 5, maybe. I always that was at the time where like I begged my dad to pump the gas because I wanted to feel like an adult. And we always flew into Newark. We never flew into like JFK or anything.
Yeah, fuck
Because
all of that.
it-
Newark's the way to
plus-
go.
Plus, my family was like 20 minutes from the Newark airport. I think I don't know. Kid brain doesn't tell time well.
Mhm.
But I remember getting out of the car to go pump the gas, and this guy's just like staring at me as I get out of the car. And he's like, my dad's like, "Get your ass back in the car." I was like, "No, I want to pump the gas." And he was like, "There are people for that." And I'm like, "Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Hard knock life.
it's crazy. Why is that a thing?"
A lot of the times it's an Indian-owned gas station, and they take like family members or people of like good friends of family members, and they bring them to America to work for their
Oh, they
gas
make them
station.
work at their gas station.
Uh-huh. And like
Wait,
help
isn't
them.
it like that statewide?
Well, I guess yeah, but not like all gas station. I mean,
Maybe in like
mo-
rural areas, they probably don't have pump attendants and stuff. They
In
don't have
where?
People.
and
Like
where?
rural areas.
Where in Jersey?
Yeah, like more like like middle Jersey.
I think it's a law in Jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
That-
It's like
Oh, they
legally
have to have a
mandated.
pump attendant.
I no, I think that you're not allowed to pump your own gas.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh.
I think. I'm obviously not from there, but I've heard about this.
That's
before.
still so weird. Another weird like gas station thing, and in like, I want to say the UK, but I'm not too sure. I've only seen it like a few times.
Mhm.
But you like pump for your gas and then pay for it afterwards, which is a really weird thing. Like you go like you pump your gas, then you go inside and tell them which like pump you were at, and then they print out a receipt for how much gas you used.
Wow.
Well, if you
Like,
if you're
like, it's a very
paying
flawed
cash,
concept.
if you're paying cash in Jersey, they don't take the money until after it displays and your gas is pumped. So you could just
That's-
drive away if you really wanted to if you're paying cash.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like there's a lot of trust in those style of gas stations where like people could just pump their gas and leave.
But I mean, there's a fucking camera on every fucking
Right.
gas
Yeah.
station. So I mean,
Yeah, but
if
if
they
you're just
even
passing through,
attempt
fuck
to,
it.
they could get your tag. And I'm pretty sure your tag like displays your address and everything in New Jersey.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're smart enough, you would just take off your tag.
I mean, you could do
I
that,
mean,
but then you run
I mean,
into
I
the
guess if
risk
there's
of
enough cameras,
passing a
but
cop.
yeah,
Dude, swap the plates, free gas.
yeah, yeah. Swap the plates.
You
Even
could.
better.
I still got my old Jersey plates.
Dude.
It like this might be a thing that somebody might have just told me that's complete bullshit. But isn't having like your old license plates kind of illegal or no?
There's something about that, I think, yeah.
There's like a weird law with that, isn't there?
I don't know. I didn't pay for my plates. Jersey
Yes.
hasn't sent me any claims.
Well, I mean, I know like places will do like a trade in a tag for like tag credit and stuff like that. Like you can swap out your plates. Like it's like I've seen that at like the DMV in
Mhm.
the area, but I would like see people's garages and they would have like hundreds of license plates, and I'm like, that's probably like a law that like nobody gives a shit about. Like at least around where you guys are, like jaywalking. Like there is a jaywalking ordinance in your area.
Really?
The cops don't. Yeah, cops just don't do anything about it because
Yeah.
it's stupid.
There's no
'cause
fucking
problem.
crosswalks. How are you
Yeah,
supposed
there's
to
no
get around that?
crosswalk. So they're like, yeah, it's kind of fucking stupid.
That's dumb as
Same
fuck.
thing. There's a no pandering law.
What's pandering?
Panhandling?
I'm sorry, panhandling, not pandering.
What's
Panhandling.
what's
Begging
that?
on the side of the road, like holding up signs, being like, "Oh my, I'm homeless.
Oh,
Give me money."
I ran
like that
into a homeless guy. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Joe,
you're
but
fine.
I did run into a homeless guy in Jersey that was asking for money, and I told him I gave him a card for the company I worked at and said, "Here, I could give you a job." He said, "No, I don't want that. I want money." So
Dude,
sorry.
based. That guy's
Yeah.
smart. In busy
Uh,
areas, panhandlers can clear like 100K a year.
Dude.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
there's like, yeah.
My dad saw someone in I think Sarasota or like Venice area
Oh, that's a good one.
that had tatered up clothes and ripped clothes and dirt on their
Tatered.
face and stuff, and then
They're absolutely covered in mashed potatoes.
they tattered is
I'm
what I
sorry.
meant to say.
That
Not
was
tatered.
just kind of
It was
funny.
tattered.
Tatered up. I'm
Um,
tatered up.
all tattered up, and so she walked around the corner like at the end of the day, and my dad was like kind of watching all this, and she walks to a Mercedes and
Yep.
pops the
Classic.
trunk of the Mercedes and fucking changes clothes
yeah.
and goes get food and fucking goes home, and like
That's why I only give money to homeless people if they really smell bad. Because no one who's faking it is going to like take the time to not shower for a week.
oh for sure.
I have some may say a problematic view of giving homeless people money,
Let's hear it.
but mine, I just give it to them, and if they take that money and they better themselves, that's great. Or if they take that and buy some drugs that kill them,
Or make them have a really fun night.
or make them, or just to enjoy themselves,
Yeah.
because that's a shitty life.
Yeah.
Especially like, if you think about New York and the homeless people that get kicked out of shelters in the winter, I'd probably just want to do some heroin and forget about the world for a little bit.
No, I try to only give like drug addicted homeless people money.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a do what you want with it, but I'll support you. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
want to believe that those YouTubers that go around handing out people money and shit like homeless people, I want to believe it's real so that way like they waste it all on like shitty hookers.
I'd say it's probably real, but like the real issue is like them just like getting more money.
Well, they
Oh,
give them
then they
like
gave
fucking
away.
a grand. You know what a homeless
but-
guy could get in strippers and cocaine for a grand?
Oh, and well, that's probably what they do. I feel like there's very few homeless people that are like, I shouldn't say that.
And imagine
The
what
people
they
that
do with their hotel rooms that they give them.
It seems like the YouTubers that like the homeless people that YouTubers go for are like genuinely the crazy ones.
Yeah.
And there are some where they like go after like, oh, this guy seems like reasonably sound. I feel
Well,
like
that's
he
where
has a good head on his shoulders.
That's where the
But the
content,
content-
is.
Yeah, the content is you go to the fucking schizophrenic dude that just smoked crack.
Well,
And
you're
like, hey,
screaming all
man.
day.
Here's $500, and they're like, man, hell yeah.
Wait, why'd you do that accent, Joe?
What do you mean? That's just an urban accent.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
You see both races sound like that when they're from an area of that sort. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
All right, maybe not, but
Your privilege is showing.
My privilege is definitely showing. I've always been privileged. I'll never say I haven't been. I won't say I lived in the ghetto like someone we know.
Who's that?
Yeah. Who?
Logan knows who. We talked about living in Section 8 housing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Classic. Yeah, yeah, dude. From the gutter, dude.
From the gutter.
Who
Yeah,
is this?
Don't
Does it
worry.
start with
You-
an L?
No, doesn't. He
Not-
shares one of our initials.
He does. Me, like, the three of us?
No. The
Me and
fourth
you.
guy too in the room.
Okay, I'll go fuck
It doesn't matter.
Dude, he got
Nah.
you so good right there. That was fucked up.
All right.
It was dirty, Joe.
I don't want to be racist and talk about homeless people anymore. What else is on the agenda
Racist
today,
to
folks?
homeless people.
No, I said I want to be racist and make fun of homeless
Oh,
people.
okay.
So,
You gotta.
yeah. But what are
We-
what's been on the news?
Well, designer whipped his dick out on an airplane.
Yeah, he
Designer
was
would just take out on an airplane.
smacking his meat.
Didn't they say they saw like the can of Vaseline like roll across the floor or something like
No way. That's not real.
that? I
That's
don't
so
know. Like
funny.
he said, like they said he was gonna get up and the jar of Vaseline fell. Like
Stop.
at least that's what one of my friends said. I
Stop.
don't know anything about this.
No.
One of my friends sent me a TikTok of Marshawn Lynch drunk as shit in his car, and completely like destroyed. I don't know how recent that was though.
Have you guys seen the video that the fucking Applebee's did or something like that with Marshawn Lynch where he's talking about how much he loves the decor?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, it's
That was
so
probably
funny.
TGI Fridays.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Because TGI Fridays got that wacky decor all the time. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Fridays has like the decor. Like I don't know how any other way to explain it, but it's just decor. Like there's no theme. It's just random shit.
It's like if Guy Fieri's imagination blew up.
It's like
That's
Guy
what's
Fieri
on the
grew up in
wall.
a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, that's what's on the wall.
How you guys feel about Cracker Barrel? I think you all know my opinion on it.
Um,
I'm a
6
It
out of
fan
hurts.
of Cracker Barrel.
It hurts my
6 out
tummy.
of 10. 6 out of 10 is a very generous.
The country fried
rating.
steak isn't forgiving.
No, I would not get any sort of red meat there.
Fuck no,
I-
dude.
It's
Yeah, no,
never
I don't-
red. It's always like black
Gray? Yeah.
or brown.
Looks like gingivitis.
Yeah. Like it just had a little hint of gangrene in there.
Oh,
Dude, the chicken
Had that
fried
bad
chicken
flow.
with a side of mac and cheese, that's a good meal.
Chicken
it's pretty good.
Yep, that's what they call it.
fried chicken?
Yep.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I know. I didn't name
Mm-hmm.
it.
did a chicken fry that chicken?
You
Chicken
telling
did
me a
fry that
chicken
chicken.
fried that chicken?
What's it called?
Chicken
Guys, wanna
fried
look at my
chicken.
recommendation?
Get the fuck out of here.
He was plugged up for a solid 4 days.
Wait, what?
That biscuit, the biscuits and gravy should like cement your stomach.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
that
That
shit-
fucked me up so bad. That's
I
when
told
we went
Logan
to
if
the
he didn't
Keys,
want
right?
to shit. Yeah, I told Logan if he didn't want to shit on the road trip, get some chicken or
Dude,
biscuits and gravy, and he didn't shit for the entire time.
we were
at
there like
the
3 days.
Keys.
And I was eating.
Did you know that McDonald's has biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, they're
and
decent.
Their ass.
Whoa.
Oh, you think they're good?
Yeah, I
Not a
didn't say
huge
good.
fan
I
of
said
them.
decent.
Decent.
My
If you're
boss likes
hungover,
them.
I like them.
I kind of like the hotcakes at McDonald's, and those are just kind of like cardboard.
Oh, they're so good. The
Hotcakes.
big breakfast is fucking top tier.
Hotcakes?
Yeah.
Oh, pancakes,
Hotcakes.
pancakes.
No, they're hotcakes. I don't think
They're called hotcakes
pancakes
on the menu, so.
because they're not technically made in a pan. So.
Well,
Ooh,
whatever it is, hotcake, pancake. I'm gonna call it a pancake because that's what I've been
I'm
known
gonna
to
call it a flapjack because I'm cool and different.
Now,
flapjack.
when you say a pan, is a pan rounded or is it a flat?
Or the,
No, it's like a pan.
Because, like, what do you call one that's not rounded?
a square.
Because
guess
it
it's
has
still, like-
it has sides.
I don't want to go
Is that
into a
is that
semantics debate
pan?
about food again.
Wait, hang on. I
But
can
this
go
isn't
through
about
really quick.
food. This is
Explain your
about
question.
pans.
Explain your question.
Okay.
There are
So-
square
Give Matt the floor, hang
pans,
on.
Yes.
But is that still considered a pan?
Are you saying are you asking if a pan needs to be circular to be considered a pan?
Well, not circular, but like round on the edges.
How's that?
Like
different?
it's hard
I
to
thi-
it's hard to I'll draw it.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
I'm thinking of a standard pan, like a standard stainless steel pan,
So, hold
or
on,
cast iron
hold on.
if you'd like.
I'm gonna do a side profile of a pan,
Joe, we
and
shipped
then
right there.
I'm gonna do a side profile
We should
of
kiss next.
another one that I'm talking about.
All right. Joe, I know you didn't want to get too deep into this, but I was
No,
gonna
no,
itch
this
for
is
the
okay.
whole rest of the pod.
It's not about food, so I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Because I thought we were about to dissect what a pancake was, and I did not want to get into that.
Why, dude?
But I think I know what Matt's talking about.
I have no
now,
fucking
after
clue.
thinking about it.
Okay, it's hard to see the other one, but this is what I would call like a pan,
That's a wok.
right? Well, I mean,
you're a fucker.
I've seen a pan like that.
Yes, no, that's like a standard pan.
Yeah,
I get you.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
and then what? Are these a skillet? Oh, hold on.
I
They're
would
both
say
pans.
that's a skillet.
So
but,
that's
like,
not
I think
considered
it-
a pan. Is a
No,
skillet
I
a
think
pan?
I think
Yeah,
a skillet is
a
a pan.
subtype of pan.
It's just-
Much like how
yeah,
a
it's
hot dog
yeah,
is a subtype of sandwich.
All right. That's enough. That's enough.
It's a skillet is a style of pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Logan, no, don't add anything else.
So if you
Okay,
cook
okay,
it,
okay,
if you
okay.
cook a pancake on the skillet pan, is it a skillet cake?
No, because
Because
that's
it's not
a
in a
hot cake.
pan.
a skillet is a pan though.
I believe that's a hot cake. I think that's where the
So
Wait,
that just
the derivative
completely
factor.
That's
erases
stupid.
your what you said was a hot cake, because a hot
Okay.
cake said that it's not in a pan, and if it's in a skillet, Logan's saying that a skillet's a pan. So it
Don't
wouldn't be a
attack
hot
me
cake.
for knowing the lore of pancakes.
I'm
alright?
not attacking. I'm just saying.
No, you are. That's pretty.
I'm
that's a
coming
pretty
off a little
attacking tone.
fast. I'm coming off a little fast.
I don't even
because-
know. I'm talking out my ass right now. So it's still a pancake. I would still call that a pancake.
They're the same fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a pancake. I don't know. Matt, do you remember the pancake cake we made?
Yes. That was
fire.
amazing.
We just
for
took
those-
a box of Nesquik and baked it all at once in a giant mound.
Ooh.
Yeah, we put it
And
in
we
a
called it
we
the
put it in a
pancake
loaf
cake.
pan,
Yeah.
not like a wide loaf pan.
Wide but deep.
It wasn't too deep. It was like 2 inches
Like
deep.
a brownie tray.
Yeah, a brownie tray. It was actually pretty good when you sprinkled some syrup and honey on it.
Yeah.
Did we put
Dude.
pot in that, or was that?
No,
think-
we didn't put pot in that.
Are you
That was
sure?
around the time we were making brownies.
Yeah.
But we didn't. I don't think we put pot in any of that. But
I can't believe you
I know
call
we
it
made
pot.
Rice Krispies.
pot. I just like when Matt calls it
Dude,
pot.
I-
that's so funny.
That's what I call. I don't like calling it weed.
Another point
It's-
for the Pontiac GTO boomer.
Pot. All right, bro. It's pot.
Dude, I started calling it reefer.
A
That feels
reefer.
good.
Reefer.
That's more Pontiac GTO than fucking pot.
Oh yeah, but that's the one thing that I do.
No,
like
that's
a
the guy
boomer.
with an Astro van. But it's like cool. You know what I mean?
Ooh, and
No,
it's
pot-
airbrushed on the side.
Pot's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
an Astro van guy.
No. Reefer. Because like you open up, the guy opens up the back of his van. He's like, yo man, you want some reefer?
Yep.
He doesn't get off in a Pontiac GTO. He's not crazy like that. He needs a good vehicle to get himself back and forth that can hold his 3 kids on the weekends.
You could fit 3 kids in a Pontiac GTO.
Yeah.
That's kind of a squeeze.
No.
You're a man of safety, though. That's what I mean. You like to take the risk of dealing the reefer, but you need your kids to be safe.
Well,
It's like the predecessor to Walter White, you know?
I mean, if
Yeah,
if
same
you're
thing.
dealing if you're dealing reefer with your children in the car,
Well, no, you don't do it in the car. It's just like that's a good family vehicle. You don't need to do it
Yeah,
in
it's
the car.
multi-purpose because there's a lot of places to hide stuff too.
That too. Dude, the new minivans go kind of crazy with the amount of shit that they have now.
they
That's like a whole
have
house.
they have under the car storage.
Yeah.
So
Really?
you
It's
open up
crazy.
the floor pan
Yeah.
Like a bus.
and it's storage.
Yeah, because it's like, this is where I hold all my kids' snacks, and they just like rip up the back seats.
The Honda Ridgeline has
Fuck that.
a false bed, so you could take the bed off, like not off, but like there's like a
the
section of
ladder?
the bed that you could take off, and it like goes even deeper.
Why do people hate Honda Ridgelines so much? Because
I just think they're a dumb-looking truck.
I
That's
mean,
all.
they do look
they're
stupid,
not-
but
They're not a practical truck.
It's an SUV with a truck bed. It's like those Santa Cruz trucks.
Because it's not fucking body on frame or whatever it is or something like that. I've heard some truck people discourse about it recently, and I was...
I'm not a truck
See,
guy. I just know which ones look cool.
Joe, you
all
should
I
get a
know-
truck. It would be
I want a
perfect
truck.
for you.
I'm looking at a Ford Transit right now, but they're kind of pricey.
Get a
I thought that was
Nissan
like a van.
hard body.
No, I'm turning it into like a mobile like studio kind of thing. I think I
Ooh,
want to do. I'm
that'd
gonna
be
get
sick.
my cats, and I think I want to go and mob around the United States or something. But if I want to get one that's like less than $30,000, they have like 200,000 miles on them, and I don't know how well those vans go after that point. I don't know if they're like
I
Just
wouldn't
swap
get
the motor,
anything
dude.
gas after 200,000.
Yeah, either that or it's more on the scuff side, but you can go to like Penske auctions and get a box truck for pretty cheap.
Oh, dude. I always wonder why people don't do a box truck for that kind of thing, because then it's just a room.
Yeah, it's just
You
it's like
can
a studio and a big
finance.
one.
You can finance a truck from Ryder.
Oh really?
Yeah,
What's I don't even know what Ryder is. I don't know why I said
it's
it
like
I knew.
Penske.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I've seen a Ryder truck before.
You,
Never-
dude,
I think
You
it's
could
like
get one for
RYDER
cheap.
or some shit.
I see
Yeah.
them regularly for like $8,000-$9,000 on Craigslist.
Yeah. Oh, I did see one thing, and it's kind of dumb, but I think it's funny. You all know I talk about him a lot, but the streamer and YouTuber Ludwig.
Mm.
So he has a Subaru Sandbar that got like stolen recently, and that he had like his viewers like make a mob in LA to go find this car. But he was talking about he got the car back and everything after they
Oh, I
they
heard
were able
about
to
this.
confront the guy, and but there's he's trying to start a K truck like army essentially all over the United States, but there was some beef going on in Rhode Island where Rhode Island straight up banned K cars.
Why? Not safe?
I don't know. They're perfect. They pay, like okay. So there's when you ship antiques, 'cause a lot of these are considered like antique cars because they're over 25 years old. They get like less tariffs put on them. I think it is. So it's a lot cheaper to import those cars. But it was a law made for like rich people that want to buy like their fancy really old cars
Right.
and ship them over. But now you can buy like K trucks for like fuck it, I've seen them go as low as like $2,000, and like obviously like the getting like the docks and everything like that, that's like like $2 or $3,000, but like for shipping fees and stuff like that. But you can pretty much get a truck that's been taken care of for its entire life, that runs really well for less than market prices for used cars right now.
I don't get the appeal though, because it's like, it's obvious why they're so cheap. They're fucking stupid. Like they're tiny
Yeah.
and they're a toy. And like if you want a stupid vehicle, by all means. If you're
That's not a
seriously
truck
looking
to
for
go
a
do
car,
actual work in. That's
I mean,
like a
you
truck
could
to like.
you could turn a K truck into a nice little like off-road camping rig.
Mm,
They are
I don't know
four-wheel
about that
drive.
because yeah, but they don't have a lot of torque.
It's a
They're
diesel
pretty
engine. Most of them, at least.
True. I've just seen him for like. There's just one guy that I watch on YouTube, and he just got like 2 or 3 K trucks just to go like his little ranch property, and like that's all they're meant for.
See,
Like, they're essentially just bigger golf carts.
I'd make a nice
yeah,
little
okay.
camping
But they go
setup
like
in one of
they
them.
go like 60 miles an hour. They're road legal. You just probably wouldn't want to take them across country, but. There's this British guy that I see on TikTok that's trying to take a tuk-tuk from Argentina to Alaska. He's in like Belize right now. That's crazy. That thing's a piece of shit though. That's gonna break down on him so fast.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's stupid. I mean, good for him. I think I know the guy you're talking about, actually.
It's like a ginger guy. He's a ginger Australian guy.
Yeah. I saw him do
Yeah.
something with like a little like mini Jeep or something like that, where he went from I don't know, somewhere to Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay. I don't know. There's also this other streamer that I don't know too much about, but he has a story. His name's Wake, and he did like the Camp Canute stuff whenever that was happening in Texas, and but he did like a motorcycle like road trip from Alaska to Argentina. and that seemed kind of crazy. He bought like this fucking beat up old like '80s Suzuki and just rode that all the way down.
Damn, dude.
I thought about something like that be cool, but then I see this guy, this Australian guy, like just trudging through mud and like people that could just kill him at any moment, and I'm like, I don't know if I have the heart for that. I feel like I'm just gonna have a fucking panic attack the first time I get it stuck.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, you know what?
Dude, after how quickly you were like, let's get a hotel room in the Keys, no fucking
Yeah.
shot are you making it that type of distance. No offense, but
I'm better now.
definitely no, dude. After the drive to Texas, I was shocked and upset in retrospect. But
That
yeah,
was just a bad time. I was severely underprepared for that.
that was brutal. It was brutal.
That was just a fun trip, but a bad one.
Preparation is key.
Dude.
Oh, we also got to talk about, we might need to record like 3 podcasts this week, like including this one, because I'm gonna be in Florida on Wednesday.
You just
And back
record
on
together.
Next Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Next Wednesday,
I was
so-
like, damn.
No,
You
not
quick.
tomorrow, but next Wednesday.
Bet.
So we can either like shoot 3 of them before I leave Wednesday, or we try to finagle like an actual 3 of us in a room. I don't know how we get that done, whose place we'd go to, but I think that could be kind of fun.
Yeah,
Might be able to
I think
set
we should
something
hop on
up
the
here.
opportunity.
We
Yeah,
might
we'll
be able
work
to
that
set
out.
something up too here because my parents are gone for
Oh really?
May.
Boom.
Oh.
I can
Easy.
talk to
Nice.
Ron, and then I could set the computer like in the living room or something.
We just need like somebody to film on their iPhone, pretty much, and just in a room that probably out on your patio, to be honest, if it's not like pissing rain.
Yeah, with my phone and my laptop, I think we could do that.
Yeah.
Microphones would be good too.
Ooh.
Microphones would be good. I mean, I do have my like my clip mic, but it's only one. I don't have any more than that.
What
What
are
kind
those,
of
20
mics could we
bucks?
use?
Huh?
What kind of mics could we plug into your laptop, Logan?
I think anything USB.
If we
Yeah.
if we get a splitter and we plug like 3 USB mics into it, would
Yeah,
it
we all
still
just held them.
would it connect all of our audio together?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, it would. They probably
Okay.
just put out one audio file unless we figured out how to like record it on Audacity or something.
Oh, no, no, no.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, I misunderstood the question. Yeah, we could get it in 3 different channels, easy.
Really?
That's not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if we could do that, fuck yeah. I'll just have to talk to Ron. I don't see why he wouldn't let that.
Look, I like the bread.
That's where I keep my money.
in your background. That's fire. I like that. I need to get some more decorations. I also am going to be taking some cooking classes.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. I found this, it's like a restaurant that does cooking classes during the day.
Is it the Italian one?
So, no, it's like it's almost like a culinary center. They have a restaurant in it, but they do like different types of classes. But I'm going to start after I get back from Florida.
Dude, fuck yeah. I've been wanting to get better
They-
at cooking lately.
They just do like days where they'll teach you just like a single recipe. So like, steak recipes and fish. I saw one for Italian pastries, so I'll probably take that one.
Oh,
Logan,
yeah.
did you go to that Street Harvest place yet?
The what?
That Street Harvest place across from the golf course taco truck?
Oh, no. Still haven't.
What are you doing
Is that like
tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Do you have time to get lunch?
I might. I'm not sure.
Get lunch.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I'll get back to you on that.
Or we could wait till Joe comes and we could all get there.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah. I gotta figure. Cause so turns out Florida DMV you can do that all online. And so I already renewed my license. It'll be in my parents' house, sometime. Should be there before I even actually show up.
I
Okay.
think every DMV you could do online if you're renewing.
Yeah. It's just I'm gonna have my same picture from when I was 15, so that's a little
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Why didn't you just wait till
Yeah.
you got here then?
I don't want to go to the DMV.
Oh,
Then I
fair.
have more time to go do things.
Yeah,
I
good
get the DMV's only like a few hour thing, so it's like not
Tops,
that
dude.
I
big
was
of a deal.
I was
Ours is
in and
pretty
out
good.
in an
Yeah.
hour when I went.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
Within
time I've
an
been there,
hour.
it's like quick.
And
I
I
just know
had
the
to do a
problems my
bunch of
roommates had
shit.
trying to get. Oh yeah. My roommate's been having trouble getting like Texas driver's license.
Damn, still?
But Oh yeah,
Fuck.
it's a whole ordeal. Because you need like every form of like information to transfer your
What
info
do
to a
you
new
need?
state.
6 points or some shit like that?
You need like a bill from like your residence. You need
Your
like
new
your social
residence.
security, your birth
Mhm.
certificate,
Mhm.
a second form of identification,
Mhm.
and then like get it and it's like it's not called the DMV in Texas. It's called something different. It's a weird name because we remember we were trying to ask people where the DMV was, and we're like, what?
What's the
What are you talking
DMV?
about? Yeah, apparently it's not called the Department of Motor Vehicles in Texas. That's crazy. This is a real low energy podcast. This was really high in the beginning, and then it just fucking crashed down.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sleepy.
What?
Yeah. We already talked about designer jerking off on a plane.
Let me look at the Reddit front page.
Um,
That's where I get all my juicy deets.
I don't know. There ain't too much going on this week. It was a slow week. The people who had their money thrown out by one of their family members didn't get their money back. So
And
you
I
know.
kind of figured that was
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no way that money's coming back.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
I thought there was something else with some kind of big person in the community
I
that
feel like something
happened.
did just happen. There was that boxing match that happened a couple days ago, but I don't even know too much about that. I saw an insane liver shot, and that was about it. I
Oh,
don't even
yeah.
know who the guys
Me
were
too.
fighting were. That was crazy. Yeah, he just buckled like 30 seconds after. That delayed impact was crazy.
Mhm.
Dude.
We got yeah, there's like fucking. Did anything? I feel like something big did actually happen, and we're all just forgetting it.
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
100%. There was something. I don't know. What did Moist talk about this week?
Dude.
Oh, the funny thing that he posted like 2 days ago, the guy that like, okay, I shouldn't preface saying it's funny, because it's actually it's really horrific. But there's this guy in Utah that like raped 8 women, and then he fled to Ireland, and pretended to be like a completely different person, like was in a wheelchair, and like the reason why he was sussed out was
Remember
because
this.
he went to the hospital, thinking suspecting he had COVID like symptoms, and then they tried to like run his like like try to ID check him, and he said his name was like Arthur Knight, and,
Come on.
and they're like, hey, yeah, you're not any of the people named Arthur Knight in any place near here. And it turns out that like his fingerprint matched to like that guy. The guy faked his death
Oh.
and fled. Yeah, I'm sorry, I left out a very crucial detail there.
Wow.
They
Mm.
faked his death, or he
Mhm.
faked his death, and he fled. But there's just a really funny news report or like an interview from him, and it's like god tier acting. It's really funny. I wish I was more prepared to talk about that, but it's like old news really.
Who the
Mm.
fuck
That
fakes
happened,
their
like, 8
death
months
and
ago.
goes to Ireland?
I don't know. It might have been the UK, but he was like held in like the Irish courts. Or
Still
the
though,
Scottish
like
courts.
you're supposed to go to Argentina or something like that.
Yeah, a place where they don't
Or
extradite.
Siberia or something.
You just go to a place where they don't extradite in the U.S. and you're fine. You just don't leave that country.
Just go to Siberia and live in the wilderness.
Yeah, that guy looked like he was built for Siberian wilderness. Yeah,
Well, that's why he went to Ireland.
yeah. Dude, I wouldn't flee the U.S. I would just like become homeless and be like a man that can't be identified. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Go hang
off
out
the
in
grid
Skid
but still
Row.
nearby.
Yeah. Go hang out in like Skid Row. I just crash there. Hopefully,
Why
I
don't
can-
more
I can
people
amass
that
with the
rob
people.
banks do that?
Imagine trying to keep millions of dollars in a place where people are like
In a
struggling
shopping
to
bag.
survive.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you don't have to keep the money there. Like, you
Where you
have a
put it?
pad. You got a pad, right? A secret
I feel-
pad. But you just hang out for the whole
hideout.
day
Stay in
there.
the house at that point.
Yeah.
Well, then they know that it's your house.
Okay, but they would still know it's your house though.
Not if you just had someone else buy it with the
I-
money that you stole.
Yeah, but if you can launder the money at that point, then like
yeah. Then
flee
just
the
get out of
country, buy
town.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
All right, I was trying to relate here.
I'm just saying, dude. It's not a good idea. You
I
want me
mean,
to
if
lie to
somebody
you?
ever did that, that is like the most Looney Tunes ass shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I
dude.
feel like
They
it's a
put
good
on like
idea. Hang out
they
with the
put on like
homeless.
Groucho glasses and like a poncho. And like, it's just like hobbling over in Skid Row.
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna do that, you just
big
have
old
to
sack of
commit
money.
all the way and like be
Yeah.
homeless. You can't
Well,
like have
well-
a house still.
What you do is you get firearms and you arm the homeless people. But you're like, hey, I'll
Create
give you
your
20
own
bucks.
militia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh.
Create your
Like
own
George
yeah,
Soros.
create your own op in the get like the get your own secret service that follows you around.
Do you think that
Dude,
there's
homeless
enough
security
people
Supreme
on
as, like, a
Skid
VP.
Row to take over LA?
No,
No,
there's a
You
lot.
don't think
but
so?
No.
no.
Like even if like they were trained for like a month, and the roof Koreans were on their side.
Oh, okay. If you had training in roof Koreans, it's kind of game
Yeah.
over. I think the roof Koreans
Yeah.
could do it alone.
Well,
Yeah.
they did, essentially.
No, they just defended their stuff,
Well, yeah, they didn't try to take it over, but they were getting swiped left and right.
dude.
Imagine that's like the insurgency op. Is the rooftop Koreans are back? We see that headlines everywhere. They're back and they're here to stay.
If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm going to Koreatown.
You're
I
gonna
would go
die.
no, I would go into the middle of the woods. Everybody like that is crazy talk.
Yeah, but then
I'm
there's
going
no
to a
people
city.
to help you out.
Screw. I got rooftop Koreans.
Yeah, but what if they're like the World War Z zombies and they climb all over each other? Then the rooftops don't matter.
Yeah, but I got the Koreans.
There's only so many bullets, man.
They're really good at fighting.
That's like one of those like positive racial stereotypes.
Yeah,
It's like, oh
yeah.
no, they're like great at kung fu. They're awesome. They can 1-inch punch a zombie and its heart will fly out.
Have you seen any of the Korean MMA fights?
No, they are a little wacky and wild.
They go nuts. Like it's death. Like life or death situations. Because they don't want to be
That-
dishonored.
That's like in the U.S. All right. That's like well, the UFC is like that too. I mean, people get pretty
Well-
life-sustaining injuries.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, like, at the end of it,
But they
a
have
guy
honor.
from the United States, they don't give a shit if they lose. Yeah, they'll be pissed off for a little while and a little embarrassed, but if, like, someone in an Asian country, they're very, like, true to themselves and want to be better with everything. And I'm not saying that in, like, any type of bad way. They're just, like, really good at being good at stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like whatever they put their mind to and their determination to, they are that.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with you.
Matt learned that from Naruto.
I learned that from video games.
Yeah.
No.
You see those funny letters and you know you're losing.
Honestly, yeah.
I was in middle school band when I found out that Asians are like the best at everything.
Oh. Was there an Asian kid and he smoked you?
No. Our band teacher would make us religiously watch Japanese orchestras to
Oh.
try to teach
They
ourselves
do
to
go
be
kinda
like them.
crazy.
Because they're like our age. They were our age in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and they sound like traditional orchestras and shit.
Yeah.
It's, like,
professional
ridiculous.
adults.
Literally.
I mean, you see like the child prodigies go to Juilliard and stuff like that. There might be more of an influx in Japan, but the U.S. has some crazy ass musicians too at a young age.
For sure.
Yeah, but
I
it
feel like
seems like
it's
it
like-
happens more often with Asian people.
That's
I feel
that's
like
that's
it's
what I'm
just like
saying.
it's more like exacerbated. Not
They're, like,
exacerbated. What's
More or
the word?
less
There's, like,
scared
selection
of
bias.
dishonoring their family than
Yeah,
anything
it's-
else. It's
Well,
all like
Matt, that's
honor.
like they're still like they're like an honorable people, but like that's not like that's not like that much of a thing anymore.
no.
I mean, maybe like very like tough households, sure, but that's like getting disowned for coming out as being gay. It's kind of like one of those things. Like that's the parallel in the U.S. You know, it's like it's not as like looked at anymore. There's still people still have a sense of pride. There's probably more prideful people in Japan than there are in the U.S. But
Because they
I don't think.
take pride in their honor.
Yeah, I don't. That just that kind of gives me a bad taste in my mouth when you start talking.
Yeah,
about
somehow
stuff like
honor.
that, man.
It sounds like
I
they're
don't
reading
know.
like The Way of the Samurai. You know what I
Well,
mean?
not
Out with a
not
little
not
scroll.
not Japanese, not just Japanese, like Asian people. They take a lot of courage or honor in their culture. You know,
Yeah,
we don't.
I get it.
We just do what we do.
I don't. I feel like that's true for any people who have like an actual connection to their heritage. Whereas like America's such a melting pot that it's like,
Yeah, you
it,
just don't see it as much. But like,
yeah,
we see like immigrant like households. They're kind of like first generation immigrant. They
yeah,
kind of hold like still like their country values very hard.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like if you go to Korea, it's still just kind of like,
They're still
regular.
just like kind of guys.
It's just the
Like,
Koreans who
you'll
make it
find
over
people
here are
just,
gonna be like, no, dude, we gotta make it work. This was like,
yeah.
you know, as you
Well,
would
yeah,
any
they-
immigrant family.
They more have to be like hardworking, stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm talking out my ass. I've never been to any of those countries, but I know Korean. That counts. I know one. I'm friends with one of them.
Korean.
Oh yeah, you do know Korean.
I do know Korean. I do want to go to Korea really badly. I want to go to South Korea so bad. It looks like a lot of fun.
Is that where she's
They drink
from?
like crazy in Korea.
No, she's from like she's from the U.S. somewhere. I think Florida, but maybe somewhere else.
Well, I mean, like her.
Yeah, her heritage is like
Yeah.
100% South Korean. Or
Sa-
Korean. I should
South
say
South Korean.
No, it's just Korean because they're both the same people. They're just split up into two different
And
countries.
also, probably not North Korean, because
Are they not allowed to leave?
They flee,
Yeah,
but not like because
yeah,
the
they don't
country allows
leave, they
them to.
flee, they defect.
Yeah, yeah.
They got locked down pretty
so they're
tight
like
over there.
refugees almost.
Yes, yeah.
much.
That's like kind of an issue in South Korea. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of North Korea and like in China as well. But China will just send them right back to North Korea.
Yeah.
I think South Korea tries to like, hold them for a bit.
China has its
But-
own problem of their citizens fleeing.
Yeah.
How so?
Kinda.
Well, they have Chinese police stations in United States throughout several different states, getting people who leave the country
Oh.
that
yeah,
aren't
so,
supposed
like,
to.
So ICE.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
Their
border-
version of
border
ICE,
patrol.
but like they're not. I don't think that they're allowed to do that.
They can extradite their own people that have fled illegally.
Like they could set up shop as like
I'm.
a police station.
Well, are they policing the town?
I don't know.
I need a sword.
I like.
I don't know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, no, I have not heard of any of this. Like, are you just saying they have like
All I know is that I heard that there were
As-
Korean,
that'd be-
not Korean, Chinese, like essentially police stations in major cities, about 15 major cities or something like that, that were going
Like-
around communicating with the
consulates? Like
CCP and stuff like that.
like UN buildings? I mean, every
No,
country kind of
not-
has like a dedicated building in major cities.
Not
No,
a
no, no, no.
UN building, a regular building, and they're like policing.
Oh yeah, 2 guys just got arrested for operating an illegal Chinese police station.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's pro-democracy activists and shit that they're trying to sniff out that bail from China and like, are
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like anti-CCP.
Gotcha. Okay. Now they got arrested, so that means there is like kidnapping charges and stuff because like they're like legal citizens or are they actual like I don't want to try to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's China and they're a little a
Shady.
little seedy, but do they have like legal rights to do that? Like
Probably
extradite
not.
people? I mean, if they're getting arrested, I'm assuming not, but that'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not supposed to be doing that.
They probably have to go through like the actual U.S. government and be like, "Hey, we need these people back."
Yeah,
They're not supposed
I'm
to
sure
be
there's
there.
a process for that instead of
Or
just
like a
snatching them up.
political criminal. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but
I feel like that shit happens all the time, though. It's just we have such a magnifying glass on the Chinese that it's sniffed out easier.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sure,
probably.
there's Russian and a whole
Yeah,
bunch of others.
That's like I saw a video of like they were like, dude, look at the thousands of Chinese people leaving China, and I'm like, do you realize how many people are in China? I feel like 1,000 is like a pretty average, like, you know, fluctuation of people leaving and coming back into China.
Yeah, what is it, like
They're like
1.2 billion over there?
yeah, and they're like they're all leaving, and it's like no, that's like a fraction of a percent are leaving.
Oh, what we could talk about is video games becoming super fucking realistic with the new
Oh,
Unreal Engine 5.
dude,
Have you
Yeah,
seen
really.
the trailer of
Unrecorded?
Unrecorded?
Unreal.
Dude, I
Wait,
swear to God, I thought I
what
was
game?
watching a fucking movie.
It's basically like a
Were they
police
just
body
doing like a
cam
showcase?
shooter,
Oh, whoa.
and it
And
really
like
looks like a
it's
body cam feed.
the
Oh, that's
starting
kind of cool.
frame. It looks like an actual fucking like person. Like it looks like it's real world.
That's crazy, actually. I saw like one thing of Unreal Engine whenever the new Matrix movie came out. They showcased Unreal Engine 5, and like it's very like at an alpha stage, I think.
Yeah, Joe, watch this. It's insane.
Man, no, this looks really good.
Like
So I feel like Tarkov should be.
the only way to like determine that it's not real is like from when he goes to reload and check his mag and it shows that the number of bullets in his mag.
You can tell from the actual like the animations of the players, but like the actual scenery around it is almost 1-to-1 realistic.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Like you
I
can
don't
tell a lot
know.
of the stuff's choreographed and like the frame rate of a lot of the stuff is a little weird, but like the actual setting of it looks like it looks like it's just
It-
like a
kind of makes me feel uneasy. Like
I've heard
it's
a lot of
like
people
too
saying that.
uncomfortably real. Like I get that you want to try to
I get the worry, but I really enjoy this. I like it.
I mean,
being
I
really,
think it
really
would be
realistic.
cool to try to play, but I can't see myself enjoying it because then it's just like it feels too real to me.
No, because then I can simulate what it looks like when I see the life of a person's eyes, or when the life leaves a person's eyes.
Well, I guess you could say that, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, I would feel pretty uneasy.
I've been seeing people
Oh, yeah,
saying
no,
that
it's
this
like-
might actually correlate with like violence and programming
It
people
could.
to be
I
desensitized
could
to it.
see it. I could see it messing with younger children that
Oh yeah.
don't have a perception of reality.
Here's the thing,
Yeah,
though.
because imagine if they get like the sound effects right and everything like that, and it truly is like ultra realistic. That's gonna
Yeah.
like severely desensitize people. I think,
100%.
especially kids growing up with stuff like that.
Kids aren't supposed to be playing this shit in the first place, though. That's kind of on the
No,
parents.
but they
Yeah,
will.
but how
But
many
that's not the developer's
8-year-olds
fault.
are playing?
No, it's not the
Modern-
developer's
are
fault, but
playing
then
like
it's still
Call
like
of Duty.
a.
You
You
got
know,
8-year-olds playing GTA and Call of Duty and this like that. I mean, even if you put an adults only stamp on it, there's still there's gonna be kids that are gonna be playing it.
Yeah, but at that point,
Yeah.
it's just like
I mean, it's
Shitty
not the
parents are
developer's
shitty.
fault. Yeah, I get
I mean,
that, but
an extreme example, it's like making guns solely for hunting.
I mean,
it's like yeah, you
how
don't
old-
purpose them to kill people, but people are.
how old were you,
It's like,
Logan?
that's extreme.
How old were you, Logan, when you got your first rated M game?
I must have been 12.
Would you consider your parent being a bad parent for giving you that?
No, but I don't think 12 is that impressionable of an age at that point. Like as far as like simulated violence and stuff, we show way
think it-
crazy.
I mean, if
shit.
it's
No, no, no,
hyper
no.
realistic,
I mean, okay, if you look at the movies, that people regularly let their kids watch, I don't think that's
Yeah,
like,
but-
any different if it's a video game.
But that's.
but you're not
PG-13
controlling.
R.
You're not controlling the movie. You know what I'm
that's my
saying?
thing is I don't really see how that makes it different as far as desensitization to violence.
I mean, you
I feel like also
you
like
have
at-
control of what can happen. So if you wanted, like, you can watch a movie and you could want that guy to die, but he might not die because of the script. In the video game, if you want that guy to die, you could go kill that guy. And then future in the world, in the real world, the kid could be like, "Oh, I want this guy to die," and he could
feel like
just
at that
go and
point-
kill that guy. But I mean, I
feel
guess
like
it
at
could
that-
be premeditated if the kid is already talking like that. And I'm sorry, Joe, that I keep interrupting you. I know it's upsetting you, but
Yeah, you just keep talking.
I'm trying to put my points across.
Okay. Wait. All right. So what I was gonna say is that I feel like at like our, you know, when we were kids playing these ultra like violent video games, you know, whatever. I feel like it didn't look it obviously it didn't look as realistic. So I think that's where like a disconnect could be. But I feel like for and this is not on game devs. This is on parenting, and I feel like parenting is gonna change if stuff like this keeps coming out because the more it gets realistic, and if you allow your children to play a game like this, now it should be the parents' responsibility to see a game and be like, hey, can my 8-year-old play this? You know, some people are gonna be like, most people are gonna be like, absolutely not. But there are gonna be some parents that are like, yeah, whatever, it's a video game. It's not gonna cause that much damage. I feel like when it gets that realistic at that young of an age, they're really gonna have to like watch that kid because it gets to a point where like there's still gonna be some sense of reality detachment because they're sitting at like a fucking TV playing it, or they're sitting at a computer playing it,
Well,
and they're not like actually running around in the environment.
Right.
But when they have like that when they see it, they're just gonna become more and more desensitized, and you know, give kids the impression of like seeing somebody shot isn't like that big of a deal anymore. When like I feel like still if people see somebody get shot, they're gonna freak the fuck out.
now,
I feel like that'll change.
I see your point sitting in front of a TV, but when the TV is on your face and you make the haptic movements, then and that's what unrecorded is. It is a VR game.
Wait, really? I could have sworn it was just
Um,
2D.
I thought it was VR.
This doesn't
I don't
say
think so.
anything about being VR.
I mean,
No,
the way
um,
that the character's head moves and everything like that, and
Well, I mean, that's what they innovated on was that it looks that good on a 2D screen. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I don't think it's a VR.
Yeah, no,
game.
I don't. This might get
VR
transferred into VR.
Yeah, that's a different story. I
But-
could see that maybe fucking up people's heads, but if it's still just like a screen, mouse and keyboard, it's like I don't know.
I
man.
think it'll desensitize a lot more kids, but at the same time, that is still like that is not the developer's fault. Kudos to them for making a game like this and like for how well it looks, but I feel like the parents are really going to need to step up and see what kids are actually playing, which they should already do now. But,
Yeah,
and not even for like even for right now, the violence aspect isn't the issue. It's like meeting like just random fucking people, like, especially at a kid at like a young ass age. Meeting like grown adults that could just manipulate the shit out of them and do whatever they want. You don't really see it as much now, but I'm more like the safety of my kid, not really caring if they kill people. Is meeting random strangers online.
Yeah, dude, the technology is gonna get better. More and more media is
Yeah.
gonna get more and more realistic. I feel like, either you put the blame on the developer or the parents, and I really don't
I think
see
it's
the
more
develop-
on the parent.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
just
the
don't see how this changes the
the
conversation.
developer
really.
can't control the person that plays the game.
Exactly.
So it's not on the developer. The developer can make whichever hyper realistic game they want. At the end of the day, it's down to the parent. I mean, if the parent
That's my
does their
thing.
research, then
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, it's simple as that.
To
The
me,
kid
this
wants to
just seems
play.
like another example of like, don't let your kids have completely unrestricted access to the internet, and I don't really
Yeah,
see
which-
it as meaning much more than that.
Yeah, and it should have already been like that.
Yeah.
But they're now like fucking iPad kids.
Just,
iPad kids scare me. Those are going to be the next sociopaths.
Oh yeah.
All their dopamine is flooded, and when they're not staring in front of a screen, they just turn to a husk of a human, and they don't care about anything
Get all
else.
itchy.
Yeah, they got ants in their skin. They need to scratch them out
Yeah.
if they don't watch another fucking Coco Melon video.
Dude,
I'll tell you, Coco Melon does some shit. I like listen to one Coco Melon song, and it is stuck in my head. That shit is crazy. Like that is a psyop. The Coco Melon, they're turning our kids into sleeper agents.
I feel like everything's a psyop nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like I say that too often.
Yeah, at this time and age, it seems like everything is just a big old blurred picture of what it really should be.
We're all just grains of sand in the time cosmos beach, man.
No, we're livestock.
Or livestock, dude.
100%.
Let me be my little jelly
Stuck
bean
in a
livestock,
cage.
man. Give me my pleasure chamber. Give me my full haptic suit. With suction.
Have you
what-
with suction? Have you seen in Russia how they put VR headsets on cows of like green pastures to make them make more milk?
Mm-hmm.
That's us.
I
It
saw
makes 'em- it
I
makes 'em
saw
more
that there
happy.
was somewhere in America too doing that.
Yeah. There's like a farm in Iowa or some shit that was doing that,
Mhm.
and they were just keeping them in like a big metal barn.
Their
I was like,
heads
but
are
they have
so big that they have to
Yeah.
give them two, one for each eye.
I feel, dude, that's our product. We need to make custom cow VR goggles.
Oh,
Make
so you
them,
can make
like,
it
you
work
know-
with one headset.
Yeah, make them rugged. Make them built for farms. Make them diesel powered. That'd be good.
But at that point, is that worse than?
Oh, it's definitely awful. Like
Why?
you should not. You should just like. I think that cows should just be treated in their natural environment.
Okay, yeah, definitely we shouldn't be factory farming, but if we are and we're gonna keep doing it, shouldn't we give them some goggles?
I mean, yeah. If we're gonna go down this dystopian lifestyle, we want to make them as happy as possible.
I
But like,
think
we'll
it's
never-
it definitely softens the blow.
For the cows, it's still
Yeah.
cruel from our perspective, but for them, they're having a
100%.
better life. So why not?
But it's
Yeah, they
still
won't- they
not
don't-
really ethical
Why?
No.
because they can't really move around. They have this
Oh,
big
you-
old metal
Okay,
barn.
I thought you meant
There's
specifically the
the-
VR goggles.
No,
Yeah,
no,
factory
no,
farmers.
no. I mean, like, I guess the VR goggles too, because they're kind of unless they're in a field with the goggles on and it's just
And
a
they're not.
dead
They're not.
field.
That's like the whole
Well,
thing.
I know they're not, and that's why they got the goggles on, you know. So, if they're in a field and they have the ability to walk around, then yeah, that's cool. But imagine how many of them just keep on hitting their heads because they think they're seeing green, and it's just a cement building.
Well, there's dirt on the ground. All right.
They have the dirt.
They got dirt. No, it's
Or a
it's true.
concrete
It's
slab.
sad.
It depends.
Yeah.
Like, definitely we should go back to, like, regenerative old school farming, but we're not gonna.
should
So
just-
in the meantime, put the goggle on the cow and make them a little
I
happier.
say, and this will never happen, but we just demolish all the houses, right? We go full proper communist style. We get communes and just in the little areas all around the United States.
This just
get a
reminded
big-
me of something.
We get our big fields where we grow our crops and our cows. We grow them out of the ground from the cow seeds,
Yep.
and then
Like in
and
Minecraft.
like maybe we just have like an internet line that like all the communities take care of together. 'Cause I still want internet.
That's all the communist discourse on the internet is. It's like people who like making glasses will just make the glasses for people, and everyone's gonna do what they want to do. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people who
Dude,
like, want to clean
imagine-
shit and do
Did
legit
you,
Imagine
shit.
doing that now, and it's like, yeah, we have 3,000 people that are wannabe Valorant professionals, so we keep them in gaming centers all day.
Everyone's
you
just
guys-
fucking weaving baskets, and we're not getting
Yeah.
anything done.
Did you guys hear
Guys,
about
we
the
made the first
18,000
wicker
cows that got massacred from a fire in Texas?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh,
There
did you
was-
see the
there
ones
was-
that got their
There was a
tongues cut out? Like,
giant
6 of 'em?
explosions.
The what?
Recently, there were 6 cows who, with like crazy precision, had their tongues cut out and their fucking buttholes. I think it was also in
Oh.
Texas, and they just found these cows all dead, and they like there was no sign of struggle or anything like that.
They had
but
their
they were just
buttholes
missing
cut
a-
out?
Yeah. Yeah, 6 of them.
Aliens?
That's no.
No, deranged
It's just some-
psychopaths.
It's just like yeah, some guy with fucking sedatives or knocking out cows and cutting out their tongues and assholes and leaving them to bleed.
But how precise was this cut?
Very.
Was it like
They're freaked out.
surgical?
Yeah, like it was good.
Aliens.
Yeah, because every person that's like a fucking psychopath is not either like a genius or an absolute like mentally disabled person, a neurodivergent person, may I say?
Aliens.
Why wouldn't the alien just take the whole cow?
Yeah,
Because they don't have enough, like,
they don't have room.
no. That's
don't
why
have
their
room
ships
for
are so
6 cows?
small.
How do you know how big their ships
Okay.
are?
Yeah, they're like,
I
"Oh,
see pictures, you know.
we see the large bovine, but we can't collect the full sample. Quick, get his tongue and
Kids
asshole.
butt. Yeah.
Those are the two most
I wanna
important
make a Big
things.
Mac.
We're gonna make them kiss their asses. Ha ha.
Get the cow gussy and the
It's called the cussy.
I like the cow gussy because it says there's some gush in there.
Did you know cows also have 5 vaginas because they have 5 stomachs?
4.
They have
Five.
5 stomachs.
Is
They
it
have
5?
4 stomachs. No, they
I
have
shouldn't have
4
stepped to the
stomachs.
animal guy.
3.
Why do
Three.
they have so many stomachs?
Four
It's
stomachs.
typical and it's four stomachs. It's typical in like herbivores because they have like their stomachs digest like different chemical compounds to like get all the nutrients out of like whatever vegetation they're eating. That's why us humans can't really live off a full vegetarian diet because we don't like have like the proper gut biome to actually get all the like needed nutrients from plants. That's why we're omnivores. Like cows get like everything. Cows get everything from hay and grass, and like sometimes just grass. But those stomachs help it digest it better.
Yeah, typically monogastric animals are also like a little bit less healthy to eat because everything isn't getting filtered out as much. So like if they're fed exclusively grain, you're getting the harmful shit from that
Yeah,
in the meat more so than a cow.
that's why you always get certified humane pasture raised.
Grass fed, dude. It's the only way.
Certified humane pasture raised, not
No,
grass fed.
grass fed is fine.
No, it tastes good, but no.
It's healthier.
That's like the new sticker you have to look for. That's like they're like a third party company outside of the FDA that actually goes and inspects like farms.
Dude, in about a week, I'm getting a freezer and I'm going to a farm and I'm buying a quarter cow.
Hey, there you go. That
Fucking
honestly,
stoked.
one of the smartest investments you could ever do, especially for food.
And then,
that is,
you know,
that's
you're not
meat
making
that'll
cows
last
suffer
you like the whole year.
through factory farming.
You don't have to. Do you have a farm picked out already, or are you gonna find that out whenever you get the freezer?
No, I have one that I'm looking at. It's probably
Yeah?
like 40 minutes north, not too far.
Oh, okay.
They're legit.
That's actually pretty close. I was
I'm
gonna,
gonna
if
get
I
some-
still was in contact with my aunt, I could probably hook you up with a cow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she's a black Angus farmer.
Really? The one I'm looking at, I think, is Florida cracker cattle.
Okay. Eggman brother.
Yeah, dude.
You know, that's what they call people who grew up in Florida, crackers.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you know the origin of that name?
Florida crackers.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
It's whip cracking.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew about cracker.
Yeah.
I thought Florida
It's
had
the
its
same
own
thing
spin.
for Florida.
Okay.
Florida was like one of the like biggest plantain like areas. We had a lot of plantations. I should not plantains, plantations.
Well, also plantains because of the.
But yeah,
Cuban
we
people.
probably grew a lot of plantains here too. The subtropical climate.
Damn, that's crazy. At
But
my
yeah, no,
girlfriend's
that-
jobs, one of her tables asked her like, "Hey, are you a cracker?" And she was like, "What the fuck?" And then
Yeah,
she
she's
found
like,
out that
"Ah."
that's what that means. I just found that out like a week ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Florida, what? Florida cracker?
Yeah. Well, they just said a
Well, that's
cracker.
what.
They have
That's what
they have
cracker
the
means.
Cracker Fest on Dearborn.
Yeah.
I feel like
People
we
think
should
pride
retire
it.
that term.
Huh?
I feel like we should retire that term, dude. I don't know.
Cracker?
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I
Dude,
think
I like when people get
little bit
mad
of
if you call them a
self-appreciation.
cracker.
dude, that honestly the scariest ones are honky.
Oh, dude.
People
And
that
that's
get
crazy 'cause
genuinely
it's such a
riled up
funny
about
word.
honky. Yeah. Like how could you be mad at that?
I don't even. Where did honky come from? Do we know that?
I don't know that one.
Because that doesn't
I-
make any sense to me.
my slurs lore isn't that up to date.
Is that really a slur?
Honky?
In the loosest sense possible, yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, the people that get pissed off at that would call that a slur, and they're scary.
Yeah.
I guess
And
my
I don't wanna
wild
be around them.
coworkers is really
Yeah.
mad about that one.
Trailer park be a slur too?
The trailer park trash. Why trash? That's kind of like, I guess if you called somebody a trailer park, that's kind of funny.
You fucking trailer.
What up,
park.
trailer park?
Fucking trailer park. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a coworker who just kept saying the hard R like every day, all the time, and I was like, dude, why do you do that? Like, what's the point? And he just went on this spiel about how like, oh well, people are allowed
They
to call
call
me
us
cracker and
cracker and
honky.
honky.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And I was like,
That's
you see how that's not
everybody's
the same,
excuse.
right? And he's
Yeah.
like, no, it's the exact same. And I was like, all right,
It's the iDubbbz. It's either all the slurs or none of them.
yep, dude.
What's your guys' favorite slur? I'll say mine. I won't.
Oh, Guido.
I don't really have.
Mine was gonna be an
Favorite slur?
Italian one.
Yeah, that's the last one that you can still be openly racist towards.
Yeah, because they're like POCs, but not at the same time.
Actually,
it's like the Greeks.
I do have one. That's my favorite.
Yeah, what is
Guinea.
I was gonna say
Guinea.
Guinea is my favorite
Those are
one. I
good.
just didn't know if that was like all right.
Guinea's
to say.
my favorite. You fucking Guinea.
Guinea.
You fucking Guinea. With all
Wop.
four.
Wop is a good one.
Oh.
All the Italian ones are really
Wop?
funny.
They're so funny.
Yeah, Wop.
Oh, guap.
Yeah. No,
Maron. Maron.
I thought
Okay.
that just meant moron.
Fob. Fob is good.
Fob? I don't know about that.
Fresh off the boat.
Oh, okay.
Fob. I think that's like an over-encompassing one. That's not. That's
Yeah,
like a
that's not
bunch of-
Italian specific.
Yeah, that's just like it. It's funny how we like come up with the words like that, but we were also like fresh off the boat, realistically. But we wanted to sit there and make fun of other people.
Not me, dude. I've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here all my life.
Yeah, about 22 years.
Yeah, we're pretty. Yeah, I would call myself a Native American. I also like the white trend of like saying that you're like an 18th Cherokee Indian, and it's like, yeah, I feel like a lot of people that were like in the U.S. for long enough, they probably have had
I mean,
some
Yeah.
sort of Native American in them.
And it kind of means
Technically,
something
if you're
crazy about your
born-
ancestors.
They
In
kinda like
America.
self-reports.
you are native to America.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I know, but
He did the thing
It
right
did-
after you said that.
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it clicked something in my brain because
like,
I was
whoa.
shocked.
We are Native Americans.
Technically, isn't that why they call them indigenous people now? Or is that because they got offended by the term Native American?
No, they got offended by the term Indian because fucking Mr. Americana himself, or what the fuck's his name? Americo.
Christopher Columbus?
No, Mr. Americo, when he came over to the United States first, he called people Indians as well because he thought he was, or no, did he think he was in the Indies? I think he did as well. I forget.
I don't know much
But
about
he
America.
was the first person. He was the first person to step foot. That's why it's called America. But I don't know anymore. I feel like they both called him that. But yeah, Christopher Columbus popularized the term Indians for him because he thought he was in India. Fucking retard.
I thought the whole indigenous people term push was just because, like, I don't think that's Native American specific. It just came at a time where people were being more conscious about, like, who really lived here
Yeah.
first. You know, what are the cultural baggage that we carry as a result of that type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then we get Jerry Seinfeld having a statue of an Indian man. And that was a whole episode of Seinfeld.
Oh,
you
like
seen
like
that?
an Indian.
Yeah, like an
That's
Indian, like the
funny.
red man. Like a wooden cutout. And like I think the whole joke was that his girl that he was seeing was either Native American or something like that. And he was scared to bring her to the apartment. But hey, they got good casinos, I'll tell you what. They're good for something.
Dude, there's an episode of Xavier Renegade Angel where this like this fucking oil baron guy injects himself with Native American blood so he can open a casino legally.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's insane.
With that,
Yeah,
that
it's a good
worked
show.
legally.
Dude,
Wait, why
What
is
if
it
one,
that
like-
they're allowed to open up a casino legally?
Jeez, man, I don't know, because we took away 99% of their land.
Well, I didn't know.
what do you
What
mean
do
you
you,
didn't
what do
know?
you mean you didn't know?
I
You
know
think
that
they
we
just
took
gave it
their
up?
land, but I didn't know that meant that. I didn't know like that was a reason why they could have casinos.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah,
like
we gave them the land. They're like, hey, no, you can have this little chunk of land.
these little reservations.
And we won't tax you. And they're like, hey, we need to make money somehow. And it's like, you guys can open up money laundering pits. And they're like, all right.
It was like a reparations thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't a bunch of Indians live in Alcatraz or not? Well, a bunch of indigenous people
said
live in
a-
Alcatraz now.
You can just say Native Americans,
Wait.
by the way.
Isn't
in
Alcatraz a prison?
Yeah, it's yeah.
I'm
Off of San
pretty sure it
Francisco. I
was.
don't-
I'm pretty sure it was repurposed into an Indian camp.
It's
Are you talking about now?
I think so. Yeah.
that wasn't before Alcatraz.
No.
My internet's being fucking slow, so I can't even Google it.
I'm just gonna look up: is Alcatraz home to indigenous people?
Okay, so the only thing I see here is that in like 1960 for 19 months for a year from 1969 to 1971, there were 89 Native Americans who occupied Alcatraz Island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like as a protest, I think.
Yeah, as a protest. That's
Oh, was it? I thought they were
the way you
just.
make that sound bad is that they're like, yeah, no, we just gave them Alcatraz Island.
Well,
That
no,
would be
I thought
fucked up,
that they
dude. It's like
just
you can have the
moved
thing that
there.
used to be a prison if you
Yeah.
want.
I thought that they just moved there because it was free real estate.
It's not. It's owned by the state of California. I'm
Is
pretty
it?
sure. Yes, because they're still like they do tours and stuff there.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be crazy if it's like Alcatraz Island tours and it's just a bunch of Native American people that are like doing the tours and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, this is where they kept the white man.
Dude.
Oh,
This
it
where they
was
kept
after.
casino.
It was
This is
after
where they
one
kept
of
your
their,
people.
one of the Indian activists were shot dead in '72.
That was before that, or that was,
Was
after
it?
that. Yeah, because this was at least Wikipedia, or actually on nationalparkservice.gov
I'm reading
from
Wikipedia
November
right
69
now. Actually,
to 1971.
it's called the Red Power Movement.
Oh, they
I
did
also
own it
did-
at one point, actually, and then we bought it off of them for $24 in glass beads and red cloth. Maybe that's what you're thinking
Fine.
of.
Hey, master negotiators. What can I say? You
Well,
saw
that's
how much
'cause-
we bought Louisiana for?
Dude, yeah, there's a funny story about that with Manhattan, too. It was like 20 bucks,
Wasn't
essentially.
Yeah,
But that's just because they were like, you can't fucking own land, retard.
Yeah,
give me
yeah,
the
they-
money.
Oh shit!
yeah,
Creden-
They were like laughing at him. They were
Yeah,
like,
dude.
"Who fucking white man
Credence-
thinks he can own own the sky?"
Creedence Clearwater Revival supported the occupation with $15,000 donation for them to buy a boat and name it Clearwater for reliable transport to Alcatraz.
Hey guys, we like your support, but we're gonna buy a boat and then put our name on it, so people know that we supported you.
Well, they gave him roughly $104,000 in today's money.
Yeah, you can put your name
Yes.
on the boat.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, never mind.
that's.
I didn't-
Yeah.
This is something I didn't know. I didn't know Alcatraz was considered a state park.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like, I thought that was just like an old prison. I thought that was it. Oh, so boys, I've been having a very compulsive thought. I
Are
don't
you
know if
talking
I'm gonna act
about
on it or not.
Alcatraz from Call of the Dead?
Matter. I can't tell with your deadpan delivery if you're making a joke or not.
It's hard
No,
to tell
I am
sometimes.
definitely joking.
Yeah. Okay. But I thought about keeping. This is very off topic. I thought about keeping poison dart frogs.
Why?
I think they're cool little guys.
I did work
They're
on a
pretty-
Not
vet.
venomous. Like
I did
if
work
you
on
eat
a
'em, you
vet.
die.
Well,
Toxic, yeah.
it all depends on what you
Poisonous.
feed them. If you feed them flies, they won't be venomous. If you feed them like plants and stuff that they could take the
Poisonous.
chemicals out of the plants, then they could become venomous. Because they
Poisonous.
use their poison is extracted from I believe it's other plants and stuff that they eat. And then
okay.
it
Hey.
goes through their digestive system and then goes
They
out
metabolize it
their
into
pores
something.
when they're scared or something like that. I think.
Well,
I
yes.
could be wrong.
If you
So
scare a
it's
cute
very
little frog, it's kind of your fault.
it's very circumventional by wearing gloves and then not like sucking on the glove.
Oh, that might be
Yeah.
a little hard to
Yeah,
resist.
I'm gonna do that live on stream. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, look at me ingest this neurotoxin. I just squeezed all my frogs.
Dude,
Because,
Joe, I love you.
there was-
Don't get the fucking poison frogs. You're gonna die.
Why?
You will
I
kill
won't-
yourself
what do you
by
mean?
accident.
They're so. What do you?
The
I think you're trying to like. They're not that dangerous.
Oh, really?
you just don't fucking lick them. Yeah.
the vet
They don't
clinic I
bite
did
you.
work at.
Are they colorful?
Yes. They're
You're gonna want to lick
poisonous.
them, bro.
No, I'm not. Wait,
The vet
this look
clinic
like candy. Oh wait, this is my poison frog.
the vet clinic that
Oh,
I
no.
did work at, they had poison dart frogs and they were all different colors, but they weren't poisonous because he fed them flies.
I would want to eat it so bad.
You could still
I did-
they wouldn't be poisonous. You could still eat them if you feed them flies.
There's also these toads. They're called surmong toads. They're really cool.
Don't
people
they
don't like them because
shoot
they're creepy
Stuff
looking.
at them.
What? No, they're live bearing toads, but what they do is like their eggs are like in the porous pockets of their back, and then they'll hatch, and then all the babies will come shooting out their back.
Whoa, I don't like that.
Yeah, they look really creepy, but they're kind of cool. They look like dead leaves because they sit underneath like leaf piles in rivers.
You should get one of those psychedelic toads and then charge people for a hit.
No, I'm good. I don't
Dude.
like toads. I did learn.
People would
You
boil
have to lick
toads and drink the
Do you-
liquid.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm good with not having boiled toad liquid.
Yeah,
To get
you just
you
gotta
get
massage
you
the
high.
gland on a little piece of glass and then scrape it. I saw it in a documentary.
Anyway, I don't want to. Get poison toads. Poison frogs I'm okay with because they're little and cute. But poison toads, you're yucky and gross and they look weird. But do you guys know what chytrid fungus is? I learned about this the other day. So it's like a thing that's decimating like frog populations, and it's all man-made in like the craziest fucking way. I kind of want you guys to guess. It involves human testing. It involves humans using the toads for something. And I want you to guess what they
Sex.
did with it.
They fucked the toads.
Matt's kind of onto something.
They had
Tell us.
oral sex with the toads.
No,
wait,
so they were-
contraceptive?
No.
Okay.
That is like the closest. So they were used as birth control not birth control. I'm sorry, pregnancy tests. So what you would do for African bullfrogs is the women they take women's urine, and they inject it into the frog, and if they produced eggs, then the woman would be pregnant. And if they didn't, but
What the
that
fuck?
caused and that was like up until like the 70s or 80s. Like that was like recent.
How
yeah.
the fuck does that work?
I don't know. It just
That's
like the
crazy.
pheromones in like the woman's urine, I guess, or like the hormones in it. I don't know. It made the frog ovulate and produce
Holy
eggs.
shit.
But then that started like chytrid fungus, and like obviously you have a whole bunch of frogs, and then they realized you could just get like tester strips now, and you don't have to ship in a whole bunch of African bullfrogs. They started like kind of going everywhere. Yeah, like good thing to
crazy.
yeah. And so it spread chytrid fungus, and like a lot of frogs die from it now.
So these frogs were getting artificially inseminated by piss
With
play.
piss.
No, with
With piss. Yeah.
So they were
They
they were
just got
inseminated with piss play.
I mean, not really. There wasn't no play involved.
Well,
I don't think the doctors going like whoopee yee. They like fucking stick a frog.
You never
maybe
know.
some were.
You
Maybe,
never
maybe
know.
some were sick like that.
there's
but
probably some
Dude.
sick fucking scientists
Yeah.
out there that
Shoot
really
that
like
frog,
fucking
just like,
sticking that thing
oh.
up there.
I'm the frogmancer.
Dude, that's messed up that we did that
Yeah.
for so long.
Yeah.
Well, there was also that guy that got banned from sperm donating, or
Oh, because he donated too much.
yeah,
it was
and he had
hey,
like 500 something children.
Yeah. He was there. Well, there was that guy. There was also a guy recently that got banned from a sperm bank because he kept donating so much that they were like, "Hey, there's gonna be an issue if like at this like local sperm bank because it's like almost all his sperm. There's like, hey, there might be an inbreeding issue."
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
But at the
And-
same
and it-
time, though, that's kind of like that seems a
Generous.
little bit anti-free market to me because if there's some guy who's so great that everyone
Just
just
ship
wants
it
his
around.
sperm, exactly.
Just
dude.
ship it around.
Yeah.
I want to know
That's
how
the
much
logistics
money that
problem.
guy's making.
Do
Can't
they
be that
really
much.
like? Do they charge that much for donating your semen?
No shot.
Like
dude.
I
It's
feel like you just get
everywhere.
like a voucher for a Big Mac. I feel like it's like
Yeah,
blood
something like
donating.
that.
I thought you got
dude.
like $50 or something.
That'd be crazy.
Let me look at
dude.
it.
No way, it's
Yeah.
50. If it's 50,
I'm gonna look
I'm
up the
signing
average price for sperm donation.
Yeah, that's it. I'm about to have so many surrogate children. That's crazy.
Let's see what
I
they're
hope
paying
mine's all
for it.
good from all the fast food and everything that I eat. Oh, I see Logan's face lighting up. Do they charge you money? Do they pay you?
As a donor,
From
you can make up to
400 to
4,000.
2,000?
No, I don't think that's per. I think you got to be on a scale. What I'm seeing is you can make up to 4K over 6 months by doing regular donations, which is about 1 to 2
Oh.
times a week.
There's one that says what
That's
is it says
crazy.
what is the cost of you? Oh, okay, that's using one. Okay, never mind. I want to know what the price of what you get for it.
So, folks, hear me out. If you like donate your sperm enough times and like you get a significant other, do you like tell them right away, or do you just kind of let that subside until something happens?
No, that's something you talk about, dude. You got to bring that up. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Just you wait. You're gonna see me in the news. I'm gonna have 6,000 kids.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
okay,
start
wait.
an army.
I see one. 25 per ejaculate plus $10 gift card.
To where?
This is one
To
Cryos
the sperm
International.
bank?
Yeah, how much can a sperm donor make? On average, sperm donations are paid between 100 to 150 per donation visit.
That's that's a
Donating
crazy
or
stat.
yeah, donating 1 to 2 times per week, donators can earn up to 4,000 in 6 months.
Okay,
Varies
that's what
by
Logan said.
location and donor.
That would kind of freak me out. I don't know if that's worth the money. Just knowing that I have a bunch of biological kids out there potentially.
Yeah, but I think there's like paperwork involved where you don't have to be like involved with those
Still,
kids.
I don't even mean
You
it in
don't
that
have
regard.
to be, but
Like,
that's
not
like the
even legally.
mega flex.
I don't
No,
know
it
about
isn't.
that. I mean,
No,
yeah,
it isn't. You're not
Yeah.
Genghis Khan, bro. You fucking
Well,
nutted into a cup and they gave it
if
to
you're
someone.
if you're working at some
Imagine
kind
if you
of
could
if
be-
you're working somewhere, right, and say this fucking bitch pisses you off, she's having a bad day and she just told you that she can't get fucking fertilized, right? So I don't know where this came out, but
I
you
can't
could,
get fertile.
yeah, like I'm
Fuck you,
like
pig.
something about being infertile and be like, oh yeah, bitch, well when you go to have a kid and get artificially inseminated, it's gonna be my fucking kid. It's like
Yeah, but like if
fuck you.
there is
The
so
fuck
many
are you
things that are
talking
wrong
about?
with what you just said. Yeah, none
First
of
of all,
that
under
adds
what
up. If she's
context
a
is someone angrily gonna be like, "I'm fucking infertile"? What are you
Well,
talking
I don't
about?
know.
fuck you,
I don't know.
bitch. Yeah.
Well, what if you guys get into an argument of whether or not
Who-
she's able to?
Who is this woman? Do I know
Yeah,
her?
but, like-
is this a lady at McDonald's?
No, it's like your significant other. We'll say your significant other.
some
a
lady
girlfriend or a
that
wife.
spills her life to you when they come into your store.
That is crazy to talk about to a random stranger. My
Yeah.
reaction would be, I hope you have my sperm.
Yeah,
When you
dude.
go get inseminated. And also, if she's infertile, she can't get inseminated.
Oh.
Like like you'd still need a surrogate parent, so the child wouldn't even be yours to begin with.
Well,
Like that's where like me and Logan are baffled right now because you just said so many things that don't add up at all.
But, like,
dude, and
I
because
thought-
I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh, it's a flex because you're gonna have a bunch of kids," and then you
Well-
took it.
It's like, haha, bitch, you can have my cum one day and you don't even know.
well, yeah, that's amazing. Like that's the biggest fucking like fuck you move.
It's not like it's a fucking blank Facebook picture when you pick
Yeah.
the guy. Like you know who this person is to a degree.
Well, yeah,
There-
but okay, all right.
So why would she pick you after you
Let
said
me-
that to her?
Do you?
Let me change this. Right.
Okay, all right. Let's
So-
let's redraw the fucking.
All right, I'm gonna
Please.
redraw this. Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Jesus
donate,
Christ.
you donate,
get the
and
timeline.
you want to know where your kid goes. So you follow up on where this kid goes, right? If you're even allowed to do that. So
No.
I
don't
think
think they
that's.
are.
I think that's.
it
Well,
probably
no, I
is.
think that might be a thing.
You're allowed to.
Just maybe. I
Okay,
feel like if
well,
it's just
anyway,
consensual with the
So
other.
say you're allowed
couple.
to know where this kid goes, right? And for some odd reason, this random dude that you know from following this kid's life, you're technically your kid's life by following it, and you meet this guy that is the father, right? And he pisses you off. Be like, yeah, well, you have my kid. You're like, fuck
What you
you,
just
dude.
said there, Matt, just hopes that I'm infertile. I hope I'm shooting blanks now after that.
That's why I'm not
Hey.
having kids, because we don't need another one of this.
Oh, that's not true, Matt. You're cute as a button. But have you seen the sperm donor, like the owner or like the doctor that does like the
Oh.
inseminations?
Yeah, the
that,
blood, the super almost bald guy, super white
and
hair
he
beard.
like inseminated like so many women. I think even
With
like
his
people
own
in his
steam.
family too. I think there was some crazy in that where it was like a cousin or a niece. That like, cause she had fertility issues and he went to her and she went to him. To,
Oh,
like, get
that is
inseminated.
vile. I couldn't
There-
even watch
yeah.
that documentary. I saw the premise and I
Dude.
was like, "Fuck that! I don't want to go."
No,
there.
that it's a crazy.
I watched it. It's pretty wild.
Dude, I don't like watching that type of shit. Leaves a bad
Well,
taste in my mouth.
I want to pivot the conversation real quick because we're at an hour 40, so
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know where this is gonna start, but I do want to touch on one thing.
Okay.
Very off topic, but I've been playing a new game called Boundaries, and if anybody out there is listening, you should try to play the game. One of the best shooters to come out in a long, long time. It's a full zero grav space shooter,
Oh, I've seen that.
and it is a lot of fun. There's
There's
a lot. There are some
three-dimensional
issues right now
tracking
with
and
it.
everything.
Yeah, it's like you can go like full 360, like upside down and like float, or you're like on like fake space stations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But really
What do
good
you mean
game.
fake space stations?
I saw things about that.
They're like like destroyed space stations, and you're like out in space. Like the maps
okay.
are like all like deep space and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
But that's my pivot to say that nobody's ever been to space, and the ISS is real or is fake. And I go full tinfoil hat conspiracy.
Tell us more. I
Oh,
believe
no,
you
I'm
already.
just- No, I
Oh.
think that's. I think.
Do
we've
you
been to
guys think we
space. I
made
think
it to
that-
the moon?
Yes.
Unequivocally, yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
about
don't
you,
think
Matt?
it's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
By the way you asked that question, I was like,
Well, I
Very
was
accusatory.
curious to see what you guys would say.
No, I think it's very probable that we've gone to space. I think it's very hard to fake something that televised.
I mean, if the Russians did it, we definitely did it. Well, they didn't make it to the moon, but they went into space. So that's what I was getting at. If the Russians
shot
can
it-
do it, we can do it.
They shot a dog into space, but then we
Who-
one up them. And we
who
shot a
put-
monkey into space.
Oh, that was us that put the monkey up there?
they did too.
Yeah. Did they? Did
Yeah.
they throw a little monkey up there?
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, an ape, a great ape, one might say, and he was a great ape. That little guy,
the greatest.
the greatest ape. Dude, that's epic.
All right, W.
You know what else is epic?
W's GG.
Check it out.
Drink it.
Drink
W's. Get you some.
it. Beautiful, nice, clear liquid. Some may say even ambrosia. It is a sweet nectar that you can suckle on all day. No, no jittering, no jattering.
They have a new
Good
flavor.
energy. They have a new flavor.
Joe, I
It's
actually
called
have an ad read
orange
prepared
mango
for you.
cream.
You have an ad read prepared for me?
Yeah, I'd like you to rattle this off with your auctioneer voice.
I'm not doing an auctioneer
No,
voice,
I know.
but
I know.
I need to ask: Is this a ChatGPT
No.
W ad read? No, you wrote this. Okay. W Energy is the only energy drink on the market that is scientifically proven to holistically make you a better person. It is not just an energy drink. It is a divine elixir that fuels your body, mind, and soul. The wow.
Ontological.
Ontological goodness of W Corp is one of the shining examples of free market spiritually. Every purchase made using code Palace tips the karmatic scales in your favor, purifying any tainted essence absorbed from the lesser impure energy drinks. With a formula that is both anti-Satan and pro-enlightenment, W Energy offers a jitter-free energy at an unbeatable price, allowing you to manifest your dreams while contributing to the collective spiritual wealth of humanity. Experience the transcendent power of W Energy and embark on a sacred journey toward unparalleled vitality and an abundant, virtuous lifestyle. Choose W Energy, the heavenly drink for an earthly success. W.GG, code Palace at checkout for a lovely 10% off.
And get you a new orange mango cream flavor.
Get you a shaker cup. Get you a sticker.
Get you a cool shaker cup, a sticker.
What else
And
do
you
they
know,
have?
if you
Got
get,
some stickers.
I've seen some hats. Get some merch. I
Stickers.
seen they got some hats like a hat, shirt, cool stickers. Who doesn't want something like that?
Stickers.
It's a beaut. And you know, guys, if you use the code enough, maybe the boys can make their own BD's exclusive flavor. You know, maybe a little bit of cum. You know,
Yep.
they come for BDs.
Yeah.
So
It's all
guys,
three of our product just mixed together.
yeah. And you know what, guys, that's been the freaking pod.
Okay,
and I
guys,
hope
that's
you all
all. See
have
you
a
guys later.
gamer-tastic night.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, dickheads.
Logan, you say bye.
Oh, see ya.
See you later, dickheads.